girl Bunny Love, and today I wanted to just share some things with you guys and talk to you guys. Do you guys ever feel alone, like you don't have nobody? Do you sometimes feel like even though you have people, they're just never there exactly when you really, really need them? You know, like, we all can have some form of a support system, but like sometimes people aren't available when you need them, and that's just a part of life. You know, it's not like people can just stop what they're doing. I mean, they could if they're able to, but realistically, it's not like most people could stop everything they're doing and drop everything they're doing just to sit and listen to you, you know, vent or rant or just express how you feel, you know. Like, not everybody can, but there are some people that would be willing to do that, but you know, that's wishful thinking. You know what I mean? But I just want to tell you guys, you're not alone. Even though it feels like it in that very moment, even if there's not a person physically there, God is there. You know what I mean? Like, He's watching down over you. He knows how you feel. He knows what you're thinking. Hell, He knows you better than you know yourself. The best advice I would ever give anybody on this planet, whether you're feeling depressed, happy, or just okay, or whatever, angry, I would say pray. Pray, 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 and talk to God, the man upstairs. I promise you, like, don't get me wrong, some people expect their prayers to be answered just like that. They expect for everything to fall into place and happen right then and there. But I'm here to tell you, ain't nothing gonna ever be on our timing, and if it is, it's a miracle. But everything God does for us is on His timing, whether He feels like we're ready to receive whatever those blessings are on His timing. And I had to learn patience. I really did. And I had to understand, like, okay, I could want to do this and do that and do that, but I'm not able to. And I have to wait and be patient and have faith that these things will be able to get taken care of, but it won't be exactly when I would want it to be. Sometimes it can't work out in that favor, but being realistically, it doesn't always happen. But yes, I would say pray. I would say when you're feeling depressed or sad or angry, I would say journal how you feel. I used to do that. I actually want to get back into that. It's very, very helpful to be able to visually see how you feel and what you're thinking. And I would say, like, for a whole month, every day you can take a couple minutes out your day, whether it's just a one-worded description of how you felt, or a sentence, or a little paragraph. Like, literally each day, take a moment. Today, I had a long day, and it made me feel tired, overwhelmed, stressed. This is just an example. Tomorrow could come, and then you're like, today it was much better. I got to accomplish some things. Like, I feel good. You know, like, these are just examples. Like, every day isn't gonna always be a bad day, but every day isn't gonna always be a good day. You may have days that are like in between, and that because mental health is definitely important, and I feel like people don't talk a lot about that. So I'm gonna be real with you guys. The last, I had like a self-care journal my mom gave me, and like it had like different prompts that you write. So it'll be like, what are your goals for today? Um, what like inspires you? Like it's just different, like different little things that you fill out, and then so basically I ended up looking back at most of the things that I wrote, and overall it was depressing. It felt like no day went in my favor, maybe a couple, but majority that energy is just negative. So I was like, you know what, I had like a little bit more pages left to write and record how I felt, and I was just like, I threw it away. Like, no, I don't need this energy. Like, no. But at the same time, like, it's okay to acknowledge that sometimes you're not okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to not be okay. Sometimes it's hard to process certain things, or it's hard to not think about certain things, especially if you're like me. I'm a person that's like in my head all the time. I think too much, think too hard, think too deep. Like, it's difficult. But what I will say as well, when you feel like your situation is worse, always think about there is somebody going through something way worse than you are. There's people that are in a worse position than you are. Not saying that that discredits what we're going through and how we feel, but it's always good to be humble and to be grateful that our situation isn't worse than what it is. Even if it is bad, it could be worse. So I would say, instead of always looking at the negatives, even if it's one thing out of your day that could make it positive, that outweighs everything. For instance, every day you wake up is a blessing. You have another day to work towards your goals, to achieve anything, to just be able to be around loved ones, your friends, to be productive. So I would definitely say that is the first and foremost thing, to be automatically just like, yo, I could have not woke up today. There's people that did not wake up today. And I be telling myself that, like, girl, I should be thankful to be alive another day. That way I can be able to touch somebody else's heart, or shine my light or energy on the next person. That's my end goal before I leave this earth, to be able to have a positive, meaningful impact on people. So that's what I'm striving for. But yeah, like I said, like, you guys, when you're feeling depressed, just always, even though it's hard, because listen, I deal with depression, always find the things that keep you going. Think about that. Like, okay, I want to be able to do this. I have these people in my life. Like, think about the one or the few little things that keep you going, and let that motivate you to shake that negativity off, even when it's hard, because you don't want to be stuck in this cycle of just depression and misery and negative energy. I've been there. I still have my moments, but I'm human. But overall, being optimistic and positive, like, it just feels way better than being like, oh, I hate my life, I don't want to be here. But like, nobody wants to feel like that there's people that you don't even know that you're gonna encounter that will show you that you have a purpose and that you matter. I'm here, I feel like I needed to say these things for you guys to hear because I know how it is. Trust me. But I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. Yes. Love, 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 love. And if you would like a part 3, let me know. I can actually write down like advice and tips next time. This was just kind of, freestyle off the dome. I actually have a video that I'm gonna put at the end of this, which was the first one. So definitely check that one out. That came from just the freestyle, you know what I mean? It came from the heart. But yeah, if you would like to see more of these types of videos, let me know in the comments below. And I love you guys. Have a great day, morning, evening, and until next time.